Hello, beautiful human. I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to your Qi-Gong technique of the week. We're going to be talking about shaking. It's super simple and super easy, but profound. It's a profound practice of how it can really release stress and tension and anxiety in your body. So let's just jump right into it so you can experience this. Then I'm going to talk about what's going on in the body a little bit and some other ways that you can implement some shaking. So just stand up with me right now. Let your body be really loose and start to tap your heels on the ground. Really loose body. Start to hop. Let go of any thought patterns that are asking why you're doing this and just feel into the shake, feel into the hop with a nice loose body. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop in your place, close your eyes, tune into the sensation. Do you notice a shift? Perhaps some tension is released just from that shaking. And I imagine it would be, because when we shake, it's very, very hard. It's almost impossible for us to be in a tense state. Animals do this very often. You may see birds actually, when they almost get into a fight, they'll shake their feathers, they'll rattle themselves. And it is a way for us to release energy. You're moving energy and built up tension in your body. There's 2 routes. You have 2 options when you come into a trigger or a situation that is uncomfortable. You can store that and hold it in your body, or you can release it. Neither path is right or wrong. Depends on the situation. Like if you're in a public situation, you may not have the comfortability or feel safe enough to start shaking. I often do. So you might have to bottle it up. But using a shaking practice later, like after a long day at work, coming home and just shaking for a little bit. And imagine that tension is shaking off of you. It may sound silly, but it is super effective, and I would really encourage you to try this week. Try shaking for a little bit every single day, either in the morning or the evening, preferably when you come home after your day or after, just like after you've spent a lot of energy out and about. Now let's talk about a different technique. You can also shake on the ground. So I'm going to come onto the ground here. We're going to lay down, and you can join me here. Please do. We're going to lay down in something called constructive rest position. So my heels are somewhat close to my butt, and I'm dropping my knees inside. So like this. So they're relaxing. And you may notice that when your knees drop in, like when my knees drop in, my legs start to shake and tremor a little bit. That's good. Allow that shaking. See how my legs are kind of shaking like this? Allow that shaking to happen. Again, this is more energy, pent-up energy in the body being released, and it can feel really good. So you don't need to force it, but sometimes you may need to facilitate it a little bit. And how that works in my body is I will drop my knees in a little bit and then kind of pull back, and then I notice my legs start to like spasm a little bit, or they start to shake. And I really feel this in my sacral region, like the center of the gravity in the body. And if you want to add more into this, you can start to push your feet into the ground and shake your torso up and down, which is also incredibly soothing. And join me in trying this right now, and just notice how it feels as though you're rocking yourself into a very still and peaceful state. So this technique alone is a fantastic way to just come back in your body after a long day. Come back into your body after a stressful interaction. Come back into your body when you feel as though the mind is just too much chaos. And remembering that you have the permission to do that. Even if it's just 30 seconds, even if it's just a minute, it will serve you. Beautiful. Let's get back up now. One last shaking technique that I want to show you is flexion and extended shaking. So basically like hanging yourself over. This is flexion. And then just shaking your body out. I imagine that I'm like wringing out any tension. It feels really nice, and it feels like I'm releasing my back. And you can also do the opposite by extending yourself and just hopping back and forward or up and down and feeling into that. So I'd encourage you to try these things out and see what comes up for you. and just notice how you are able to bring yourself in a more relaxed state, a more grounded state. I honestly feel so good after just going through those motions. I hope you're feeling pretty good as well. But your homework or your play work, your exploration work this week is, or for the weekend, is to implement some shaking into your life. Next time you get stressed, or next time you're, had a super long day, you're coming home from work, do a bit of shaking, see how it feels. Wishing you a most beautiful day or evening. Much love and peace.